Hello fellow gamers, this is TracyMancer, and I'm going to be reviewing the Souls mod for Minecraft 1.10.2 made by Chaos the Dude. And basically what this does is when you die, your items are transported into an enemy mob known as a soul, and this is kind of like your vengeful spirit taking your items and saying, these are mine, I worked to get them, and if you want them back, you're going to have to fight them for it. So this is the Pickpockets Gauntlet, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It allows you to pickpocket the souls instead of having to fight them, although that will cause them to aggro on you, so be careful. But you can only find these in the chest at the blacksmith's, like in a village. So if the village has a blacksmith, check in the chest in there, and it's possible this will be here. Now, I'll put up a picture. If you change this one setting in the config file, you will no longer be able to find it in the blacksmith's, but it will have a crafting recipe. So we'll do that now. So if you change that setting, this is what you need to know. First, you're going to need to craft the Ender Jewel, and to do that, you'll need 4 diamonds like so, and an Ender Pearl. And then, to make the Pickpockets Gauntlet, you'll need the Ender Jewel, and then 5 iron ingots, and then 1 block of iron. And that's all there is for items and crafting. Okay, so next let's talk about the soul. There's a few things to say before I actually spawn him in. And that is if you die in lava, he will spawn in that lava, and he will burn, and then all your items will be basically destroyed, because when the soul dies, it does not create a soul within a soul. That just doesn't happen. Also, if you are playing the game in peaceful, then the soul will spawn and then instantly despawn, and when he goes away, so do all of your items. So make sure you're in easy, because if you have diamonds and you die and the soul comes and then he disappears, you lost all those diamonds along with everything else in your inventory. Just be careful about that. Also, if you die by falling into the void, he will also probably die. So here he is. I hope you noticed that I had a torch right here in my first slot. It was just like so. And he will hold the first thing in your inventory, which is the slot right here. Also, if you're wearing any armor, he will hold that, and you can see the little textures. So the reason he's not aggroing on me is just, that's how it is. He's not like a normal mob in that he won't aggro on you instantly. Also, he doesn't burn by the sun, which is kind of neat. But he is very fast. He is faster than regular running. So he's faster than going like this. He would catch me. Although you can trip him up by going down into ditches and jumping back out, because he doesn't like doing that like most mobs. So let's go ahead and beat the crap out of him. And I meant to grab diamond, but that's okay. So I believe he has the same amount of health as a regular player, and he'll fight you back, obviously. But when you kill him, you should get your entire inventory back. So now, let's go ahead and equip a full set of that. And then I'll even demonstrate. I have the sword right here, but I have an arrow right there in the first slot. So we'll slash kill. And now, he's wearing all the armor that I had, and he's holding the arrow instead of the sword. Well, buddy, you're just kind of dumb, because you should have been holding the sword. There actually is a setting in the config file that you can go... there's a lot of settings in the config file, to be honest, so if you're interested in that, go take a look. You can make him not take damage from anyone but you. You can make him not take damage from the environment unless you hit him. All sorts of things. You can make it so where he equips the strongest weapon, so instead of the arrow he would have been holding the sword. There's just a lot in there that you can mess with and look around, and it's actually really neat how much customizability this mod allows you to get, or to have. Okay, I've changed the setting in the config file so that now, instead of using the item in the first slot, he should use the more powerful diamond sword. So let's go ahead and slash kill, and... Alright, it persisted. So what the mod, or what the config file thing does is that it will use the most powerful item, and it's supposed to use the most powerful armor. Now, I was wearing all leather armor, and you saw before, when I did not have this activated, it wore full leather armor. But for whatever reason, when you have this turned on, it will only wear the leggings, and I've had this happen with multiple types of armors, not just the leather. It happened with basically, well, I did it with the leather, chain, iron, and diamond. I did not try gold, but I assume it's going to be the same. So, mod creator, if you're seeing this, I hope you can fix this, because, yeah, it's kind of odd. Okay, so now we're going to do pickpocketing, and there is one last item that I forgot to show earlier, and it's the Creative Pickpockets Gauntlet. So this has infinite uses, and I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed to pickpocket them successfully every single time. Whereas the regular Pickpocket Gauntlet only has 16 charges, so you can only do it 16 times, and then you have to recharge it, and it only has a 20% success rate, although you can change that in the config file with some other things. So, I'll get some items in my inventory. Aside from that, nothing he can use to hurt me. And then we will go ahead and die and pickpocket this fool. I have a bunch of things in my inventory, as you can see. So I'm gonna die, and then I'm gonna go grab all the stuff that I put over here. Frame rate's not doing great, but it should stabilize. There we go, we're back up to 60. Almost. So we'll equip this, and then we're gonna try pickpocketing him. So what you need to do is you just need to go up. It doesn't matter what orientation he's in. I don't believe. Let's try getting behind him and see. No, stop looking at me. Don't worry, I won't do anything. Alright, so let's right in the butt. There we go. Okay, it didn't work. But that's probably because there's a 20% chance, and I'm just gonna try to do this a few more times. Stay away from me. Stay back. It's still... Oh, there we go. I got my sand back. So, we'll just keep at it and see. There we go. I got a prismarine shard. I got my 32 of that. Whatever the heck that is, I forgot. Orange dye or something. So let's keep going. There we go. We got something else. And we're so close. Okay, we don't have enough charges anymore, so I'm just going to end you. And then I'll show you how to redo the thing. So we are missing 2 things, but we got just about everything back with 16 goes. So how you recharge this, it's very simple. You need ender pearls. So these could be a little hard to get. Hopefully you have a farm for that or something, because you're going to need a lot of these. So what you do is you look at the ground, you shift, and right click. And then the gauntlet will be full of 16 charges again. I do not believe you can go over this. No, you cannot. So you cannot have 32 or more than that. You can only have 16 max. But I think that's it for the Pickpockets Gauntlet. I think that's everything for the mod, except for the stuff in the config file. And it's pretty self-explanatory. The mod creator did a good job of saying, if you put this as false, this will happen, or if you put this as true, this will happen. And if you look inside there, you shouldn't need me holding your hand walking you through it. So thanks for watching. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll have a link to the mod in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video.